What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are Des Moines International Airport for the 26th airport update for the month of February 2023. This airport update is going to be going out on Saturday for this month, as a special event is taking place on the Friday when this airport update would normally come out. Because American Airlines is beginning new service to Sioux Falls, I figured it'd be pretty important to upload that video on Friday, and as such, push this airport update back to Saturday if everything does go to plan. If you're seeing this on Friday, that means that nothing went to plan on that part. In that case, I'll make some other type of video for that instead. Perhaps later on in the weekend, or perhaps on another weekend I'll go see it. But I have other plans in the works in case my plan A doesn't work. Starting off here at Gate Alpha 1 with this Allegiant Airbus A320 coming in from Sarasota today on flight 2079. This aircraft arrived in at 1:58 p.m. had to be scheduled 2:18 p.m. arrival, and this is 246 November Victor, which is this exact aircraft that I have here at the gate. Positioned at Gate Alpha 3, we have a special visitor here. This is the Southwest California 1 737-700. This is the Gemini release that I have here. Would have gotten the Panda, but I didn't want to really pay that much for it at the time that it was released. So I was kind of happy that Gemini released this. I'm trying to think when. I think it was around towards the end of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a very nice model nonetheless. Unfortunately, missing a main gear because it kept falling off. And while I was transferring this model over to the table, it fell off the table and is now on my carpet somewhere. So I can't find that anymore. And yeah, so it's going to be missing a wheel for the time being. This aircraft came in from Denver today on flight 1817. This aircraft arrived in at 6:48 p.m. had to be scheduled 6:55 p.m. arrival. And as always, the United stuff is a pain in the rear to reach because of how I have this oriented right in the corner of the room, as you can see right over there. But we'll go ahead and take a look at Gate Alpha 2, where we have a United 737-700 positioned here in Evo Blue livery with the split scimitar winglets. So this is the beautiful Panda model release that I have that came over from Waffle Collectibles from about 2 years ago now at this point, year and a half ago, because I remember this was announced in summer 2021. This aircraft came in today from Chicago O'Hare on flight 301, arriving in at 10:38 a.m., a bit behind a 10:36 a.m. scheduled arrival time, so just a 2-minute delay for this aircraft. Moving on to Gate Alpha 4, we had this United Express Embraer 175. This aircraft arrived in on a service from Houston George Bush Intercontinental on flight 4714. This is a SkyWest operated flight. This arrived in at 2:14 p.m. had to be scheduled 2:39 p.m. arrival. And now United is starting to begin painting their 175s into the Evo Blue livery. Some of the other ones that I've seen from ExpressJet are already wearing this livery, as you can see here. This is ExpressJet aircraft, uniform X-ray. Some of the Republic 175s have begun to surface with the Evo Blue livery, so it does make me very confident that the rest of the 175s will get the Evo Blue livery, including the SkyWest operated ones as well, so hopefully that'll happen here in the near future, so I can start using this aircraft a little more often. That's everything we have here at Concourse A. Let's go and check out Concourse C. I'll put you guys back on the tripod and we'll continue on with the update. At Gate Charlie 2, we have the Delta Connection CRJ 900. This aircraft arrived down on a service from Minneapolis today, flight 4665, operated by Endeavor Air, at 12:03 p.m. had to be scheduled 12:30 p.m. arrival. Moving on down to Gate Charlie 4, we have this Delta 717-200, always coming in from Atlanta, like we always expect, with the 717s into Des Moines. So this is on flight 934 now. They changed the flight number again. This arrived in at 10:35 a.m., had to be scheduled 10:55 a.m. arrival. 737s continue to dominate the schedule for American here into Des Moines, which is great to see. So, as I said before, the Phoenix service went to a 738 back in November of last year, and now it seems like the Dallas service is now on a 738, so that is pretty cool to see, now that I get to use this aircraft a little more often with the logo winglets, as they're starting to become more commonplace across the American Airlines fleet. So this 738 came in from Dallas today on flight 2467, arriving in at 2:37 p.m., delayed from a 12:37 p.m. scheduled arrival time, so delay of exactly 2 hours. Our last aircraft for this update, we had this American Airbus A319 in the Piedmont livery. So, nice double treat with the special liveries today, as we had California 1 earlier, and now we have this American A319 Piedmont livery sitting here, using my US Airways one from Gemini again, because that's all I have. But nevertheless, it's pretty much unchanged, apart from the US Airways titles now being placed with American titles. This aircraft came in from Charlotte today on flight 2962 at 1:13 p.m., right around a 1:12 p.m. scheduled arrival time, so only behind by just a full minute. And that will do it for this update. Pretty quick. There's a lack of aircraft over here because I couldn't find much stuff, but I did check the schedule for Flight Radar 24 for the Des Moines International Airport, and I did see that Colorado 1 was also scheduled on the 10 o'clock flight from Denver as well for Thursday, January 26th, which is when all the flights are from. So if you're a Des Moines spotter watching this and you did get to see some of these aircraft, let me know. But just checking the Colorado 1 stuff is actually from St. Louis, I should clarify, so my apologies on that. It did arrive in, so Colorado 1 did come in, parking at the same gate as California 1 did, which is right over here, as you can see. So unfortunately, I could not put that aircraft in there as well. If I could do that, I would, but that would have been really nice to see. Another thing I do want to mention, too, is that on the same day, there was a Sun Country charter that came in from Minneapolis on Flight 8687. So just going to pull out the aircraft information for 834 Sierra Yankee. So it looks like it came in and then eventually went off on to Mexico, airport code Papa Victor Romeo. So there's that for you. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I tried pronouncing it earlier and I have a gut feeling that I butchered it, so I decided not to pronounce it just to kind of save myself the embarrassment on that. But there's just some other good details for you on that. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I have for this Des Moines airport update. I should zoom out a little bit so you get a better full-frame shot of the airport. But yeah, this is pretty good airport update. Kind of quiet with a lack of aircraft, especially down here. Usually I'd have some aircraft down at the western edge of the sea concourse, but there isn't anything right now. I haven't really seen too many new developments on the new terminal facility. It looks like they're still kind of, doing some other groundwork right now. But hopefully they'll open up pretty soon. And once that does open, of course, I'm going to have to redo this diorama here, and I will be sure maybe to use something that's a little more realistic, perhaps, instead of just using paper and some pens. But that's kind of like how I like to do things with these airports, just to keep things simple, but still enough to where you can actually tell where everything is at. So this video is going out on Saturday. Make sure to go watch the American Airlines flight from Dallas that came in on Friday, February 3rd. If not, I'll be sure to do something else where I'll go up on another weekend just to see the flight come in for a landing and perhaps depart as well, because the departure time is pretty quick. It's like maybe like an hour or so of turnaround time to get back in the air up to Dallas. And I will be on that flight, of course, going to the Airliners International Convention in Dallas, so hopefully everything will go to plan on that. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I have for you in this update. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.